it. So we prefer that people not camp out there with their laptops and things. If you need to leave something in there and lock the door, that's fine. Also, please, please, please lock the door when you're done in that room, because we keep our stuff in there, like our medical equipment and things. So it's okay to have it in the corner out of the way for the day, but at the end of the day, please take it back with you. Don't leave it up there. And then if the EMU team is rounding, you guys know to stop doing the testing and wait until they're finished. And if anything gets broken in the epilepsy monitoring unit, can you please tell the nursing staff when that happens? If you think that something got broken, I understand there are tons of wires and things that are there. So if you roll over something with your equipment or whatnot, then just let the nursing staff know so we can fix things right away. All right. That's what I have. So do you guys, so Mackenzie, Cervenka, you guys can send me Outlook emails, let me know. If you see anything in the monitoring unit that you're worried about or think is unsafe, let me know. We certainly just want to keep everybody safe when we're there. And do you guys have any questions?
So do you think a good strategy would be, let's say it's a Sunday, we're going to go testing, so we go up there around Sunday morning, touch base with the EMU fellow or attending and staff, and then talk to the patient, and then sort of check in with the fellow or staff every time we're actually going to go into the room.
So I would prefer that. That's what the sign-in sheet is for. So what I talked to Nathan about, and this is a work in progress, is we might ultimately have a kind of a liaison, one dedicated person for the day that checks in with the fellow and finds out how the patient is doing, whether they're going to be able to have testing. Because one of the things that happens is that each lab, somebody calls and talks to the fellow, and that can be very disruptive on rounds. So we don't want you guys to have to talk to the fellow anytime you're doing a test. We just want the sign in and sign out sheet, so that if there is anything that we need to touch base with you guys about, and just so that they know who's there and what they're doing with the patient, they can just look on the sheet. But first thing in the morning, I know you guys don't want to cart up all your stuff in order, if the patient is still asleep, if they're not doing well. So that's why ultimately we're hoping to have a person, and on a given day, whoever's there first, if you touch base with them and let them know, and Nathan's going to try to have kind of a schedule for that purpose. Find out from that person, have you talked to the fellow, how is the patient doing? You can certainly have a scout that goes up to the EMU and just pokes their head into the control room, because if you look on the monitor and you see the patient is still asleep, well, you have your answer for that moment. And then I would try not to do that, in rapid succession, because they do need to get through rounds and things like that. So ultimately, that's what we would like to do, and your guys' feedback about that, because anybody in the room could be that person, potentially, and I think it's a good experience as you guys are, starting to have your own labs and things, to try to be the one to try to coordinate. But we'll talk with Nathan some more about that. All right, excellent. Well, thanks, guys.
Can you share the slides?
Yep, absolutely.